Hey guys, welcome back to youtube.com/1hourshower. If you haven't subscribed, do that now. I'm going to upload a lot of videos and I'm taking requests. If you need advice or you have a question, send it to me. I'll answer it. Something that a lot of people struggle with is winning people over. Now, I did a video called How to Impress a Girl's Parents, and that essentially is winning people over. It's winning over their parents. But today I'm going to talk about winning people over on a broad scale. Winning people over that you just meet, or winning people over that you haven't won over yet that you see a lot, colleagues or friends or family. How to win people over. Have no fear and be positive. Smile and greet everyone that you see. If you have time to introduce yourself, then do that. A big part about winning people over is being honest. So if you're not feeling well or you don't have the time to greet them and speak to them, then be honest. Let them know you're not feeling well or you don't have the time, because honesty wins people over. I want to start off this video with a little story from my childhood. When I was a kid, my mother said to me when I was very, very young, whoever people pick on in school, whoever gets bullied, that's who you befriend. Befriend the weird people, quote unquote, befriend the strange people. And to this day, I'm still friends with a lot of those people, and those people are now politicians, they're police officers, they're pharmacists, they're doctors, they're lawyers, firefighters. Winning people over goes a long way, and it carries lifelong commitments and bonds that take time to develop and can easily be fractured in minutes. That's why winning people over is so big. There's many rewards to be had in those friendships and in those bonds. Remove your ego. Take that out of the equation. Put others around you first. Demonstrate that you're not the most important person in the room, that you're willing to nurture the relationship with them. And when you meet someone, don't represent a group, represent yourself. Doing so allows you to become part of a group that that person may be in, or that that person wants to be in and would like you to join them in. Let's face it, there are social groups, there are popular groups, there's good-looking groups, there's athletic groups, there's musically inclined groups. That's why representing yourself and yourself only allows you to enter those groups and exit those groups. And trust your instincts. If you feel instinctually that someone may be bad for you or may bring you down, then you don't have to win them over. It's not about winning over everyone you meet. It's about winning over people you feel good about, instinctually good about. Don't make fun of anyone. You want to lead with love as the emotion and peace. Somehow the things you say always end up getting back to the people you say them about. So be conscious of talking about others. No one likes to hear that, especially if they like the person you're talking about. So don't put anyone down. There's two ways of looking good in life. There's looking good by doing good, and looking good by putting others around you down or making others look bad. You always want to look good because you are good. Again, have no fear and be positive because you are good. You are worthy of meeting this person. Tell yourself that. You are worth their time, and they are worth yours. Winning people over often goes hand in hand with compliments. People think that compliments will win people over. Telling them how good looking they are, or how great they are at a sport, or how great their car is and flashy their jacket is. But sometimes it's actually the opposite. A lot of people don't know how to handle compliments, so they reject it naturally. It's a natural thing. Avoid compliments unless they're very sincere, because people can sense insincerity. It's an instinct that us humans are born with. So it's okay to compliment someone, but make sure you reserve those compliments for when you really mean it, when you're really taken aback by something or impressed with someone. I'm going to move on now to body language. When you're impressing people, body language plays a big part in that. Relax. Also, don't walk around with a frown on your face. That's going to put people off if you walk around with a puss on your face. No arms crossed. Smile. When you're impressing people, just listen to them talk about themselves, and make sure you're listening free of judgment and you're not rushing them through their stories. Allow them to elaborate their thoughts. Some people take a long time to express their thoughts, or they express it in a way that maybe confuses you, but hang in there. Sometimes acting as if you understand at that very moment what they say allows you the time to understand. So it may be a 5 to 10 second delay. The way they communicate may be much different than you. So agree with them and allow them to elaborate. Allow yourself to catch up to what they're trying to say, and don't place any judgment on them. If they come out and say, I'm a convict, I was arrested for a DUI and there was drugs in my car. You have to hang in there with that story, listen to it, allow them to come full circle with their story, complete it, and show that you are not judging them. You're not changing your facial expressions. You're leading with love. You have no fear. You're not afraid of them. You're not afraid of their story or the outcome of their story, because that story is in the past. It's not happening at this moment. That's important when you're impressing people, is understanding that most of the things you're hearing from them are things from their past. So expect that, understand that, and don't judge that. And even if the interaction is brief, allowing them to express their thoughts judgment-free, even if you only had minimal input in their story, you've impressed them because you've listened to them, you've allowed them to express themselves. And even if they don't say anything, just taking in the visual, their clothes may be different than you wear, their hair may be styled differently than you're used to, but not judging them. They can see it on your face. The second you judge them, it's not that it's over for you impressing them, but it makes it more difficult. If they see a change in your face like this, say someone says, "I once hit my wife," and you make a face like this, they're going to say, "I give up," because they may have been to anger management for 5,000 hours. They may have served 30 days in jail for that, and they may be very, very sorry for the actions they committed. People make mistakes. And part of impressing someone is accepting their mistakes, accepting their flaws, accepting their imperfections, and loving them. Even if you don't agree with what they're saying, the objective is to impress them, not to be their best friend. It's to impress them. That's why sometimes impressing people consists of listening to them. That's it. Just listening to them. You can impress them by listening. The things I just talked about are initial interactions with people, but after you impress them initially, you want to stay in touch with them, add them as a Facebook friend, subscribe to their YouTube page, call them, text them. If you're going out for a party, drop them an invite. Even if you know they're going to say no, send the invite, because they may invite you to a party that you normally wouldn't have been invited to, and it may be a fun party. Inside of my cell phone, I have thousands of numbers. I don't delete anyone's number. And if I have breaking news, or if I have a party, or if I have something to share with people, I'll send it to 20, 30, 40, 50 guys, friends of mine, or 10, 20, 30 colleagues of mine. And the reason my phone book is full, and the reason that I will get responses to my text messages or to my emails, is because I don't lie to people, I don't blow them off, and I never ever make them feel like they're beneath me. An important part of impressing people is never lying to them. If you're going to accept their flaws and their imperfections, they're going to have to accept yours. And being honest with them and not lying to them allows for that initial impressing to become a real bond. And going back to what I said about not impressing someone you feel instinctually is not good or not good for you, if you choose to impress someone and you choose to develop a friendship or a bond with someone, understand that you are now associated with them somehow, maybe to only one person or to a few people or to a large group of people, but now you are associated with them. So impressing people does come with responsibility. It's not responsibility free. It's not a game. Impressing people is a real thing, but the rewards far outweigh the risks, and using your instincts, that feeling you have inside of your stomach, inside of your gut, will bring you into a place where you choose the right people to impress. I'm going to show you now some of the body language that I use when I'm trying to impress someone or when I'm meeting someone for the first time. Alright, first I'm going to show you some positions I don't like. I don't like arms folded. It shows defensive, not open to meeting anyone. I don't like both hands inside the pocket. And I also avoid this one where both arms are behind my back. Positions I like to use are one arm in the pocket or one hand in the pocket, so one arm is free. If I'm going to take out one hand, I'm going to put the other in the pocket, that's fine. Another is arms flat down, straight. If you feel like you need something to do with your hands, then buy yourself a ring to play with. I do that, that's why I have these rings. And I have this cue ray, it gives me something to touch in those moments where I'm a little nervous. And last but not least, I also like to use this where both hands are together very loosely, so they can come apart anytime to say something or to express something. Thanks a lot for watching this video, guys. I hope it helps you. If you haven't subscribed, make sure to do that right now, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.